You have been found guilty and will serve the rest of your life as an angry ginger man. Welcome to another episode of the Long Hop Cricket Podcast with me, Owen. Alongside me, as usual, is Dave. And today we're going to be covering the fourth and turns out to be the series deciding ODI between England versus West Indies. Dave, how are you, mate? How's your week been? Or
Good,
your day?
Very good.
And do you want us to update the people on why we didn't cover the last one?
Well, sometimes life just makes lemonade.
Go on.
Life gives you lemonades, right?
Right.
And then you just have to make lemonade. Or some fruity cocktail, which is what we're doing now. That's
Okay.
about it.
Good. Good.
Things got in the way. If you feel like sometimes you want to be in the loop, then go and follow us on the old Twitter.
Oh, nice. Did you update people on there?
I did. I said, ain't no podcast tonight, bros.
No. The people complaining? Yes. Good. Retweeting just to let other people know.
Anyway, did you want to just quickly, obviously the third ODI, England smashed a big 360. Moeen Ali went to 50 to 100 in like 12 balls or something ridiculous.
It was a bit of a crazy 100, wasn't it?
And then
fair play to him, though.
Chris Gale was the only one. Chris Gale was the only one who put up any sort of decent resistance. But anyway, what game has been and gone?
Fair play.
The problem with having ODIs too close together is if we can't do it on the night, tonight, then they almost become irrelevant.
It's too close because then we do it and then upload it, and by that time the next one's out, so there's no point.
It's kind of it's a hard knock life.
It is.
Anyway,
it is,
news.
Go on, give us some cricket, Dave. Have you got any cricket news, mate? Do you want to update us on the cricketing world?
Yes.
Because I know there is some about some ginger person, but I'm not sure.
So,
I think he's quite angry and tattooed.
Ben Stokes had one too many Red Bulls.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He just walks around drinking Red Bull. Not even the sugar-free one, the dark blue.
Caved someone's head in.
Yeah.
What's
he playing at?
He's done something. He's some sort of violent.
Yeah, he's a guy on the night out that no one wants to be around because he's just so angry. Like, you should not be drinking.
Well, Alex Hales seemed to be around, and there's obviously.
Yeah, but he's just going off him, and he just follows him into battle.
Is that just
they've got sleeves, and
the tattoo clan?
Yeah, exactly. So he has to follow him in. And if Stokes he's already got him on the floor, and then Hales he's probably just get a couple of kicks in. He's not starting it, is he?
Yeah, we'll have to obviously wait and.
Guilty.
Though we said that Ben Stokes was going to enter a tables, ladders, chairs match in the last podcast with Samuels. Instead, he's just gone for bare knuckles with some geezer in a pub.
Straight up street fight. Yeah, he's.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I don't. Okay. Yeah, and yet he still gets on the plane. But
talking about the plane, let's talk about that plane. You owe me £10 worth of scratch cards.
Should we get to that at the end? Because I want to talk a lot about it.
What, the fight?
No, not the fight. Who's on the plane?
Well, I think we'll probably do
we'll
show
save that for a sec. Okay.
But
yes, I do. Yeah.
For all of you who are oblivious to the fact that England have just had a real laugh at this guy. They've just had a bit of a crack.
They picked him out the hat.
Yeah.
They've just got everyone from county cricket and pulled him out the hat.
Yeah, apart from players that have done well, like Kumar Sangakkara.
Yeah, how did they not get in?
Paul Collingwood is averaging like 10 or 15 runs more.
Yeah, well, he was probably up for selection.
Then Vince, and they've made Paul Collingwood like one of the batting coaches.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they've only took him out there in case he needs to get his hands dirty.
Brilliant.
Anyway, do you want to talk about this fourth ODI, which has turned out to be a very good ODI, but you don't...
Go on.
You're not in favour of the result, are you?
No, not at all.
You don't think it works?
No. Should we go through the ODI first? Should we start off?
Yeah, do you want to know teams? Because obviously people have been fighting and people can't play when they've been fighting.
Right, go on.
So Jason Roy back in action, takes Alex Hales' place. Alex Hales was obviously the tag team partner for Ben Stokes. Then we also see Sam Billings comes in directly for Ben Stokes.
Mm-hmm.
So England lose one of their all-rounders but have Sam Billings come in. And Jake Ball pops his head round the corner and comes in for David Willey.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
Well, we
nice to see.
weren't sure what Willie was doing anyway. But
Nice to see Big Bad Ball come back.
Yeah, he's done well when he's played for England. I quite like him.
Yeah, I like him. I like how he always looks tired, like he puts his effort
Well,
in.
yeah, he looks like he's like warmed up probably a little too much even when he gets on.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what is strange, just looking at that team.
Yeah? Go on, what's strange?
I think, did you call Jason Roy a dead player? No.
No, I never do that. You're the only person that says people are dead and will never play the game again.
But we said there's no way Jason Roy's going to get back in. Just let them fight and then he will come back in.
Well, to be honest, in the game of cricket, you don't account for people just beating people up on the street to get banned from playing. Do you know what I mean?
Something must have happened with Hales because I know he
voluntarily
yeah
went back to help him out. So I don't know. We don't know, do we? We just know that Ben Stokes is angry about it. So anyway, go on.
And then the West Indies team looks interesting.
Shit. Are you going to tell us a name or are you just going to tell us about Ben Stokes? You haven't said a name in either team yet.
What are you talking about?
We need to know the teams. You just said they look interesting.
No, I've said the England team.
You've said like 3 people.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to every single one of them.
Oh, right, okay.
And the West Indies teams, it looks a good team. I don't know who's in there.
Jesus
It's the same team as last time. Probably not.
Good.
Oh, Joseph, he comes in.
Nice.
Anyway, the toss. I can tell you about that.
Yeah.
England won the toss and chose the field first.
Interesting.
Very.
Want a chase. Pretty standard.
West Indies smash a massive 356.
Yeah. This is partly why it annoys me, how England have won the game. But go on. 365. Always a good total.
356.
56.
Not quite as good total as 365 though, is it?
Always a good total. Nothing to say?
No.
Okay, well, it's a very good 100, isn't it?
It's massive.
I mean, and he's had to go off because he's been lidded, isn't he? We were just watching the highlights. Found out that he had to come off injured.
Yeah.
And you were just hoping he'd been lidded, which isn't a very nice thing to hope for.
I hope he was okay, but
no, you were thinking he'd been lidded, and that's why he would have had to have come off.
Yeah.
But it's actually just one of those like a Yorkie's hit onto his ankle, which is incredibly painful. But apparently he's got a fractured ankle, so that's horrible.
176. He probably could have gone and got a double there.
Yeah.
And that's just disappointing for everyone concerned, really.
Apart from England, I suppose.
Obviously, so Owen Morgan must have been
somewhat
relieved when the stretcher came out. Yeah,
dropping all of them.
And Ben Stokes didn't have to fight this one.
Exactly.
And that first time we've seen a stretcher come out without Ben Stokes actually briefly attacking
without
someone.
him getting him an ankle lock, and that's how broke it. And him tapping out. Right.
And then Mohammed did all right, 46, and Holder.
Do you reckon Samson's done so well?
Who?
The opener, sorry.
Samson.
What's his name?
Lewis.
Fucking hell. What's his first name? I'm pretty sure.
Evan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Samson. Has he got? Isn't Samson the one with the hair? If you cut it off, he loses all of his powers.
Yes. Right. Anyway. Do you reckon England just relax because Chris Gale got out for basically nothing? And then they go, oh, there we go. That's the major threat.
Well, England got West Indies 33 for 3 when Samuels went. And you get Samuels, Shire Hope.
Samuels, that's where the names come from. My apologies.
And Gale out for only 33 runs. You're thinking, we could turn him over here.
Yeah.
This Lewis, with 176, I know it kicked on towards the end in the last 10 overs. But he run a ball up into his 100.
He's got like that, mentality of just slapping it.
So is Ben Stokes when he goes to the pub.
Yeah, keeps slapping them even when they're on the floor. Apparently, right, apparently he doesn't acknowledge the tap. So for anyone out there who gets in a fight with him, he doesn't acknowledge taps, so don't even bother. You'll have to just go out. If he gets you in a choke, you just go to sleep. Apparently, right. So he sings you a lullaby. He sings you a lullaby when you're just about to go out, putting you to bed.
Yeah.
Go on.
All I can say is Lewis, 176. That's got to be enough to get you in the test team, surely. I know they've got.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, come on, 176 in ODI.
Well, it probably is.
West Indies,
exactly. For West Indies, because they don't have a huge depth, do they?
They need another opener, and then you know.
So yes, but I don't know. I mean, you got to. I suppose.
I think
he has
to be looked at for the testing because he looks like a good young talent. Yeah. I don't know if he's young, but he looks like a good talent. Yeah. And I think it's a shame not to use him. Because actually, if we're going to say this Lewis is good,
I think he's out for a few weeks though. With his,
well, there's been no test.
No, I know, but he's going to be.
Let's say this Lewis is a good player, right? Which it certainly looks like it after today's performance. Gale, Lewis, Shire Hope, Samuels.
I know.
That top 4 is a good ODI top 4.
It is. Really, you don't end up like you said, 33 for 3, whatever it was, and then end up getting 356.
Right. Yeah.
You know, without being a good side. So. Fair play.
The thing is, though, is that what I wanted to talk about was you've got Holder coming in at number 6, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's probably 1 too high for me. And I've kind of slated Holder as one of those people that can't bowl, can't bat.
Yeah, that is too harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, he's not a special talent.
Right.
But he's actually, like, he reminds me a bit of the Paul Collingwood.
Yeah,
he's
how many players in the England team have we got that aren't a special talent? Most of them.
One's just been locked up.
Most of them aren't a special talent.
Right, yeah.
Are they?
But what I'm saying is, Holder is actually consistently pretty good with the ball and the bat.
He's an international player. With that, like sounds harsh, but he's like an average international player. Like
he brings performance. 77's a really good score.
No, I know, but he can also bowl. He's fine.
He's not like a
He's not going to set the world alight, but he's a very. I think he's a good player. Enough to get into test teams
and do well.
Yeah.
You know what? Fair play to him.
Fair play.
What I do want to say is, why the fuck were England bowling short?
Well,
it's just like, it's one of those days, isn't it? It's just like, do you know what? It doesn't ever work, but let's just give it one more go.
Yeah. That's the team meeting. It's like, look, lads, I know when we bowl full it works, but let's try bowling it
Plunkett,
short.
you've taken like 5 after 5 by pitching it up.
Exactly.
And he's just like, do you know what? I could take a 10 for if I bowl short.
Well,
right?
He used to do that, and that's why his England career's come late, because he started bowling full. And the spinners are just, from what we watch, seem to be bowling full tosses or just way too short.
Yeah.
Which is just always rubbish.
I think, England's bowling wasn't brilliant.
It wasn't.
It certainly wasn't the best we've seen it.
No.
And getting West Indies 33 for 3, you should really be bowling better than that.
Yeah. I mean, they should never be well, we're saying that West Indies batted well. I mean,
what I was going to say, don't take away from 176 against any team is a brilliant
whatever
knock.
Bowling, you're doing well to get that. Yeah. But England didn't help themselves, did they? I don't think they bowled well. And dropped some catches. I mean, Owen Moore, that was a really hard catch, but
yeah.
Usually he takes them. He's a great fielder, so that's unlucky. And Rashid's admitted it wasn't a chance, right? But a bit embarrassing. The one where he steps on the boundary. What is he doing?
I think there was a couple of bits and bobs. Oh, though Morgan's couple of chances or whatever it wasn't.
Well, Roy dropped one as well. That was much more takeable than Owen Morgan's.
Yeah,
because Owen Morgan's was ripped at him and it was a jumping catch. So.
Were pretty difficult. Wokes 3 for 71.
Yeah, that's nice that he's taken some wickets because he's been a bit out of sorts, isn't he? Coming back from an injury, so that's good.
And then Rashid 1 for 67.
Yeah, I mean...
Plunkett 1 for 67 as well. And Ben Stokes with a record of 1-0.
Undefeated. Right. Christ. Question.
Yes.
About Ben Stokes. Do you think he'll get reprimanded by the ECB for his behaviour outside of cricket?
This is so interesting, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Because I'm never sure whether... Obviously...
Does that come down to the ICC?
You represent England cricket.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that means that everything... Oh, I don't know.
He can't be beating people up, can he?
No, I know, but you get punished for that outside of
He's
anyway.
He's on the plane to Australia, right?
Yeah, but if he beats someone up on the England cricket training ground, then the ECB have to take charge of that and deal with it.
Or the police will as well, won't they?
Yeah, but when you're on a night out,
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with England cricket.
Though it's it's like
it is affecting the image of it.
Well, it's also like you go to work and you've said, I ground and pound some bloke last night. They didn't tap. And then they're just like, do you know what? You're not...
I ground and pounded a bloke last.
So, and they're just like, do you know what? That's not great for our image. We need to punish you for that, or even let you go, because you can't be going out and ground and pounding people.
Do you know what? They'd say that. Like, do you know what, mate? That's not great.
We
for
don't
our
fancy
image.
it. We just don't fancy it.
No, I know. Well, what do you think? I think he has to.
Does
get
he go
punished?
Does he go to the Ashes? Do you think if we were going to like New Zealand or somewhere, they'd just be like,
yeah. Oh, he'll go.
Yeah.
But he has to. He has to. I don't know. How do you punish him? What? Get another plane?
I just think
come separately, pay for his own ticket.
What I would do is just say, you're going into an elimination chamber.
Go into versus Kane and the
Undertaker. Yeah, you're one night
only. Right. So we finished with this game, have we? We've gone seriously off track.
Well,
Can we talk about rain stopped play, right, with England chasing?
Yeah.
And we were saving ourselves, weren't we, from a tricky position? We were coming back into it.
Though I think, there's 98 runs in it.
Yeah.
99 runs to win.
And what was it, Butler and Mo?
So do you think they would have got 99 runs in 15 overs?
I think it was 99 off
15 overs.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of the balls. I think it was
80,
it was only 80, it was only a little more, wasn't
balls,
it?
Whatever it is, isn't it?
So
because I think they would have.
I suppose that's in favour of the
Chris Wokes, Adil Rashid, and Liam Plunkett still to come.
Yeah, it's in favour of the batsman, isn't it?
I think
it's in favour of the batsman.
100 off 15 with. I still think England would have gone on.
I don't think you can win a game without winning it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And West Indies losing it with that sort of score, they've still got to be backing themselves to win that game.
Because the problem is a couple of overs before, England obviously saw the rain start to come down.
Yeah.
So they were 26 runs short of the Duckworth Lewis. They just pounded. They did their own ground and pound. On
I
West
think
Indies.
it's just rubbish that you can lose a game by maths.
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid. It just annoys it. It should be a draw. Why do you have to have a result?
Well,
it's just silly. We don't need one.
England win.
Yeah. Well, it's so lame. I don't think West Indies take that as a loss.
Do you think that they just...
No, that's just...
It's harsh
null and
because...
void, isn't it?
Well,
it's a no contest. Doesn't count. Ben Stokes pissed hot. He was on roids. Doesn't count. I think that's what... yeah.
The thing is that what is mad, right, is that I think England would have gone on one, right?
Well, how come they do it in an ODI and they don't do it in a test match?
Because a draw is seen as a result in a test match, isn't it? It's obviously it isn't seen as a result in an ODI.
Stupid.
It's a tie, isn't it?
Right. So why don't they call it a tie?
Because they haven't tied. They're not equal, are they? England would going to go on and win, or West Indies were going on to go and win.
You can't. Okay, well, I think it's... You happy with that? I mean, not obviously because England won. If England lost that...
Duckworth Lewis is horrible, but is there any other way around it?
Yeah, call it a draw. If West Indies won the game in exactly the other circumstance, you'd be like, yeah, fair play, that's fine. Is that what you'd say?
I'd say...
You didn't hear a thing I said.
It's the luck of the draw.
You were doing some weird mime when I was talking, and you weren't listening to a word I said. You've lost your head, you have.
No, I haven't.
You have, you've lost it.
Don't be silly.
Come on. Just concentrate, mate.
I'd say that, do you know what? This is life, and life is not fair.
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost his head. Right, I don't... Comment.
We've had a few...
Trying so hard to be like... Just watching YouTubers. It's like, we'll have to leave it to the comments.
Yeah.
Leave it to the people. That's the great thing about this channel. You decide.
We're nothing without you guys.
Exactly. I mean, does that mean we were nothing when we started? That sounds harsh. Anyway, I think that's rubbish. I think that should be a draw.
Yeah, to be honest with you,
I think it's just because they try and make it more entertaining. So they've made it so there has to be a result.
Yeah. Does it make it worse that West Indies scored 356 and they couldn't finish the game because...
Exactly. They've put
that
such
makes
a
it worse,
monumental...
doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, because they've put such a competitive score on.
So West Indies will feel really hard done by because
Yeah.
right, I thought England might go on and win that, but it only takes taking 2 wickets.
Tell you what, if you want a result, go out in the rain, have a bowl off or something.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's raining for both teams. Have a bowl off. How many times can you hit the stumps in one over?
We'll just have a bit of a slogger knocker.
Who do you pick?
For a bowl off?
For a bowl off. So you got 6 balls to hit the stumps as many times as you can. And who do you pick for England? It's a good question, isn't it?
Johnny Bairstow?
Fuck off.
Who's going to be the... Right, I'm going to go with Wokes.
I was going to say Wokes as well.
Wokes or Ball. I think Plunkett, no. I don't know if you can't pitch
Plunkett would just fucking bowl a bouncer. Would work.
We haven't talked about this England innings.
What about Mo?
No, because it's just...
Bowling darts?
Yeah, no.
No?
No.
Who do you think West Indies would pick?
They would...
Holder, you know?
Yeah.
I reckon if there was no batsman there, he would hit the stumps a lot. I think we'd probably lose that.
What about... well, you've got Taylor, the old pro.
I think we'd lose that.
Yeah?
Bowl off, yeah. I think West Indies have probably got more... Because they're just filled with medium pacers, aren't they?
Well, Taylor and Joseph are fast. I think we should start talking about the England innings.
Go on then. Congratulations to West Indies on a drawn game. Well done.
No winning.
Which I think you would have won.
You think Windies would have gone and won that?
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
Yeah, I do.
One cannot argue with that.
So go on.
So England get off to a fairly good start, actually. They go to 126 for 1. Jason Roy makes 84 off 66. It looked like he was just about to get going, if you like.
Yeah.
And then he obviously nicks one off. Or,
yeah.
Kind of. And it's nice to see him come back and make runs, though. 84.
It's an opportunity, isn't it, that he's taken?
He's taken it, isn't he? I know it's under 100, but 84 is still a very good score, and it's setting it up there. Johnny Bairstow, which, those two are probably up against each other for that one spot. Hales comes back in once he's finished his...
Yeah, I don't know if an 84 will remove Johnny Bairstow from being
fair enough, but those
consistently very good.
I don't know if you can get either of both those in the same squad unless you drop one of the spinners.
No, yeah.
And it's probably going to be Moeen. But Moeen just has scored so many good runs.
They won't drop Mo.
They can't drop him.
So, I don't know. I think Bairstow will keep his opening spot. And,
Roy
will lose out.
Roy makes 84 while Bairstow makes 39. When those two go, it's 144 for 2 in the 22nd over.
Right.
So England get off to a really good start, and they did look really good in those first 20 overs. And things started to kind of slow things down a little bit, where we had Root, Morgan and Billings all go for 14, 19 and 2.
Yeah, that's...
And then when Billings went, England were 181 for 5.
That's hurting when you're chasing a big score like that.
Yeah, yeah. And
that really
I tell you what, that obviously really hurt the Duckworth-Lewis, and England did really well to judge when to hit on home with that. But Sam Billings, nice to see him in and around the squad, though he's got to be further down the list than Johnny Bairstow or Roy, isn't he?
He's way down.
So
it's just because we've had a tag team taken out that he's getting a spot, isn't it?
Butler makes 43 off 35, not out, and Moeen Ali comes in with a really fast 48 off 25.
I don't think we'd win that, especially after a rain break.
Moeen Ali, right?
Yeah.
He's a really good batsman, isn't he?
Yes, he is a batsman. That's his actual... That's how he has got to where he is in the game of cricket, is because he was a batsman.
And
he's really good. He just bats way too low with people who can't bat. That's
is it
why
time
he doesn't do that well?
To use him as a batsman in all forms of cricket?
You can't... Yeah, he needs to have the opportunity to be able to bat. This is why I know.
Should he be batting in front of Billings?
Well, Sam Billings, I wouldn't even talk whether he should be batting in front of him, because Sam Billings doesn't get in this England team.
All right, okay, but so let's say the team is...
The problem is what I've said before. Yeah. Is we've got
too many.
We've got too many batsmen, and then we don't need them. Batsmen that aren't good, so that means we're demoting batsmen that are good, so that to sort of suit the bowling. It just doesn't make any sense, because we've got like 3 batsmen in the team that aren't any good. And then 2 of our really good batsmen are batting way too far down.
You're talking Test cricket though with that, aren't you?
Yeah, but it happens in ODIs, isn't it? Mo and Ali should be batting in the top 5 in an ODI.
But just look at, can Mo and Ali get in front of the likes of, let's talk, Root, Morgan, Butler, and the tag team world champion of the world, Ben Stokes? Can he bat in front of those guys?
If Morgan's he can't be. He could be batting in front of him. Yeah, if he wasn't being used as a bowler at all, and he just came into the England team now as a batsman who's in good form like he is, I would have no problem with him batting in front of Owen Morgan.
So our middle order in ODI cricket is way stronger than.
In fact, if Owen Morgan wasn't the captain,
he wouldn't be in the team.
I would have no qualms with Mo and Ali taking his spot.
And you'd maybe have Roy and Hales open and Bairstow come in as well.
Be no problem.
Yeah,
in fact, Owen Morgan's turning into Wayne Rooney, isn't he?
I saw a stat. Owen Morgan is averaging 47 this year in ODI cricket, but averaging like 2 in T20 cricket.
Right, okay.
So his ODI cricket's not been bad.
I didn't go that great for him today. I think he's just in a really bad rut of form.
Yeah.
And he's been playing just an unbelievable amount of 2020 cricket in that form. bad bit of form, and it kind of clouds the brain, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking he's a bit shit. It's weird because I'm looking at the scorecard, and we're kind of done because England can only put on 258.
Yeah,
and it's not like if we say 258 in a normal situation, we'd say West Indies bowled really well. They did. We'll go on to the bowlers in a minute, but you're right. The game's not finished. It's hard to.
You think after a rain break and England come back out, they're chasing that?
I still think England would win. Yeah.
I think if there hadn't been a rain, hadn't been a rain break, their chances would go up way more. Yeah, the game just continued.
Fair enough.
But having that like a long rain break.
What about the bowl? The wet pitch. Is that it skids on for the batsman?
No, I think it's in favour with the bowlers.
It is mad that I saw in West Indies got 350. I still think England could win. That is crazy.
It is crazy.
Imagine, I remember when you'd get a score over 280 and you'd be like, no.
Yeah, the game's nearly just a
350 and I'm still thinking England are going to win. That's just ridiculous.
Well, we can score really quick. I mean, if Mo and Butler stay in, you win it. But I would back West Indies to win that.
All right, I've got a question for you.
Go on.
Joseph picks up 5 for 56.
Mm-hmm.
Now that might be, I don't know if that's his best figures or what.
They're very good figures.
But what I'm saying is he only bowled 8 overs, so it looks good, doesn't it? 556 on his. Looks like he might bowl the. He went for 5 for 70, right? Off 10. And that's his best figures. Are you hoping as a bowler that, fuck, I want to get better than that because I've let so many runs go through and it doesn't look great?
What, just as in how it looks on the scores?
Yeah. And how it looks in your, I know this isn't how the game's played, but how it looks like stats-wise.
I was going to say it just depends on the context of the game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you've gone on one, then it doesn't matter. But if you're just doing it for how your stats look, then you definitely want 5 wickets for whatever it was, 55 or whatever.
Yeah.
Off 8 overs. Yeah, of course you do.
So do you think, let's say he gets 5 for 70.
Yeah.
Is he looking for, in a couple of years' time, to get 5 for 45?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
I'm saying that he can't get any more wickets ever in his life, right? He can't get a sixfer.
Right.
But is he desperate to remove those 70 runs kind of thing off his best figures?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because is 5 for 70 that good? It is very good.
Yeah, I guess you don't want 70 as your best. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He's conceded 70 runs.
What annoys me more, or what would if I was an international bowler, is when your best figures are 5 for 20, you play a game where you take 6 for 70, and those end up being your best figure.
Yeah.
What I don't just those aren't your best figures.
So like 4 for 2 is probably better than 5 for 72.
Probably it is, but that's what I don't understand. Like best figures should be most wickets taken in an innings.
What about runs and not outs then? So someone makes 100.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
88,
runs, isn't it? It's more runs.
But then 188 not outs.
So which would you rather have? 90 not out as your highest score, or 102?
No, you can't put it like that.
Why not?
You can't put it as the 100.
Why?
It has to be 188 not out or 189 out. What would you rather have? That's what it's like. That's the only fair way to do it. You can't have it in that 100.
But you're doing it the same. You're doing it short of 100 and then just short of 100. So you're playing it exactly the same. What about a 20 not out or a 30 and you got out? Which one would you rather have?
A 20 not out or 30 out?
Yeah.
It's so hard to say because they're both shit scores.
Which one would you? Because we've gone for 190 or 180.
Okay, I'd rather have the 30.
Right, there you go.
But what I'm saying is, like, it's your best figures, right? Would you rather have 192 or 188 not out? 192
That's my
out.
best ever score.
Yeah.
Well, the highest one.
Yeah.
You mug. What are you talking about?
I'm saying
What's your highest score? Would you rather have a really high one or a slightly high one?
But not out.
Would you rather have 350 not out or 400 out as your highest score?
You can't do that.
You always pick the highest one when
you
it's
can't,
your highest
but you're
score.
doing it so much like it's like... You're doing it...
So 350 not out or 351 out? I'm going to take the 350.
I'm taking the not out.
Yeah, when there's one run difference in it. You're an idiot. It obviously completely depends on the two scores you're talking about.
Well, this has been a weird tangent. So, Josie picks at 5.56, the only person to take wickets for West Indies today. Yeah, he looks good, looks fast. I think, to be honest with you, West Indies being the team that they are in ODI cricket, way down the list.
Yeah, I think that's undeserved. You said their 2020 squad's good, and we've seen from their ODI, they look really good.
I think that I don't know, I haven't watched that much West Indies cricket before this, but have they turned a corner? Because I'm looking at their team, and it's no mug. There's no.
I think it
suits
team. Their mentality way better. The shorter form.
Yeah,
suits their mentality.
I think it suits their mentality being the underdog as well. Being like, we're going to come and upset you.
Yeah, I think so.
Because West Indies is a small population kind of thing.
Yeah. I think England like to be the underdog, but we always get smashed when we're the underdog. We never upset anybody. But we quite like that.
Though Ben Stokes will say something different when he's in the bar. Anyway, we'll probably call it a day.
Should we call it a day then? Won't stay up too late. Get into fight.
That's right, yeah. We will be back for the final ODI.
Ooh, when's that, mate?
Sometime soon.
Good.
And
who's playing?
And we will obviously... We will have a fight companion for Stokes versus random guy in a bar soon.
Versus who?
Random guy in a bar.
Oh, I thought you said some Dutch name then. Some like wrestler that you knew.
We will look to do a podcast regarding the Ashes squad.
Yeah, that will be a good one.
And that will just be a good laugh.
I mean, I really don't understand. Yeah.
And that's what I will be doing. I'll be opening my scratch cards on the show.
I think they've done it on like aeroplane seat numbers to the number on the back of your shirt, and that's who gets to go.
Scratch card wise, what are you going to do?
Well, mate, is it not up to you?
No, it's up to you.
10... Oh, right, so I've got £10 to spend, so I could either get you one, or I could get you 10.
Or a mix.
Or a mix.
Mix and
okay.
match.
What do you think's your most likely formula to get a win? To be up? I know obviously your ups is free, but to get above 10 quid, reckon your chances are good with the £10?
Multiples.
Multiple? All right. I suppose that does increase your chance.
You're kind of spreading your weight, aren't you?
Yeah, all right. You're all the eggs in one basket.
Exactly right.
Nice.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, give it a like.
Of course.
We always like new comments.
What about if you're new?
Subscribe.
Nice.
And if you want to speak to me personally...
What about if you don't want to miss one?
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Okay. What if you don't want to miss a podcast? Like you subscribed, but you're busy. How would you be notified of another podcast coming out?
I'll give you my number and I'll text you.
Right. Hit the little bell if you want to, so you don't miss any content.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And hope you've enjoyed it, because I have. I've had a great time.
And if you want to speak to us, then hold the pillow up to your ear and talk into it. You'll find the answers.
What's that?